The Bert Show.
Time to get buzzed on the hot goss from Hollywood with Abby. It's the Bert Show's entertainment buzz.
Both Kate Middleton and King Charles are spending some time in the hospital this week. This has to be one of the worst parts about being royal because, of course, news of the royal jewels is a front page story. So Buckingham Palace said the king's condition is benign, but he's undergoing a corrective procedure for an enlarged prostate. I'm sure that can't be comfortable. And Kate Middleton is actually expected to spend nearly 2 weeks in the hospital because she's been hospitalized after undergoing abdominal surgery. Now, this freaked a lot of people out. People thought maybe she has like cancer or something. It's non-cancerous, according to Entertainment Tonight. The palace put out a statement that said the surgery was successful and it is expected that she'll remain in the hospital for 10 to 14 days. Based on the current medical advice, she is unlikely to return to public duties until after Easter. It sounds pretty routine until you find out that Prince William canceled all of his engagements knowing that she's in the hospital. So,
yeah, I follow all the royal family, Instagram accounts. And when I saw the press release and I read it, they're not disclosing what she had done because she wants privacy. So it's good to know that it's non-cancerous, but they're gonna keep that close to the chest.
And I guess running down the street and going to an urgent care isn't really. That doesn't happen in the royal family.
No, you can't really do that when I don't even know if they have urgent care in England. Maybe you just go to like a blacksmith or something. That's how I picture England. That's how you know.
You still picture it back in the dark ages.
The only view I have of England is all the period dramas that I watch. So.
No electricity, just candles still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just Bridgerton. That's how I picture England.
You had to go outside and get a bucket of water and pour it into the tub kind of thing.
Yeah,
urgent care or blacksmith. Okay.
Bite on a pillow. It'll be fine. All right. I'm convinced all of the hottest players are on the 49ers because Kyle Juszczyk had the sweetest response to his wife, Kristen, gaining sudden fame from his Taylor Swift wearing his wife's custom jacket. So Kristen makes all these custom clothes and jackets out of jerseys, and she does it all herself. And so Taylor and Brittany Mahomes ended up wearing this puffer jacket that had their respective partners' numbers on it. And he commented on every single major post I saw of Taylor Swift wearing this jacket. He was the ultimate hype man. Like, anytime you saw this photo, he's like, lovely jacket by Kristen Juszczyk. And when he was asked about it, this is what he had to say.
What was going through your mind when you first saw Taylor walk out in Kristen's design?
Just happiness, just appreciation, just so stoked for her, because I know how hard she's worked, how hard she grinded, and to see Taylor wearing it and it looked incredible. Was just awesome. We were so happy at our house.
Do you know how many NFL wives now are going to send their stuff to Taylor Swift in hopes that she just touches it and turns anything they have to gold? Like, oh, my wife has a Chicago Bears Rubik's Cube. I'll send it to Taylor.
There was a great story I saw on TikTok of a fan who happened to be near some players or coaches' wives and girlfriends, and they were talking absolute S about a player's wife who made her own clothes and wore it to the game, and they're like, ew, can you believe that? It's gross. And the wife walked by, and they were like, oh my God, there she is, just talking S. And this fan's like, I wanted to tell him to shut up because I'm trying to watch the game. I splurged on these once-in-a-lifetime tickets, and I'm just hearing them gossip like little 9-year-olds, hating on this girl. And later she found out it was Kristen Juszczyk, and Taylor Swift wore her designs, and she's like, the girls who talked mad S must be eating their words at this moment because they're making fun of her clothes and Taylor Swift is out there wearing them. Wow. And it was beautiful, this full circle karma moment.
I saw that TikTok too, and she wasn't afraid to drop how they were related to people on the players. Like,
really?
It's the assistant coach's wife or girlfriend. We don't know for what team because it was a 49ers versus Bucks game, but it was some hot tea. So just a little note that if he wanted to, he would. And speaking of, there's this new theory going around TikTok called the orange peel theory. And it's this challenge that calls for people in relationships to ask their partner to peel an orange for them. And if their significant other says yes, that means they're willing to help with small tasks. If they say no, it's a signal that they're less likely to offer support throughout the relationship.
Why would you say no?
Because you don't want to get your hands sticky. Like you're thinking of yourself instead of the other person. So it's kind of like an altruistic thing to do is by peeling the orange for somebody else.
Like that's a real pain in the ass or something?
I mean, it's not a real pain in the ass, but it's a small enough pain in the ass that if you're willing to do it for somebody, that means you're probably willing to do bigger things for them.
The reaction videos are great. Like one woman's like, I'm hungry, I kind of want an orange. She's like, baby, I'll cook you steak. We'll get some mashed potatoes. Like, she's like, I just want an orange. And he picks it up and starts peeling it. And then other guys are like, no, you do it yourself. I'm training you to be an independent woman. You're functional. You can do it. But it's the way they react, like even after you ask multiple times, and it just kind of indicates how the relationship's going to go.
Exactly. All right, a rumor is going around that Kanye pulled out all his teeth for new grills. I'll tell you what his rep is saying about his new teeth on your next eBuzz on The Bert Show.
The Bert Show.